And the players going through their game preparation, making sure they're fully warmed up for the tip. Pivotal Game 6 of the Western Conference Finals. Welcome, everyone, with Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. This is Kevin Harlan to call the action in our NBA playoff presentation here on 2K Sports. A battle in the Western Conference. This Houston crowd hoping to watch their Rockets come out on top. Now a chance to check out tonight's starting lineups. Someone will be keeping an eye on, Roy Hibbert.
Yeah, he always gives the fans a temporary souvenir, it seems like, blocking 2 or 3 shots into the 10th row. Of course, you got to give the ball back, so very temporary souvenir.
They're going to have to change that because in baseball, when they knock those foul balls, they don't go check
You can keep them, that's right.
Yeah, same with the NFL. If the ball happens to get by the net, you can keep the ball.
That, right. Well, we need to change that in basketball.
I agree.
And Steve, he's also the player they rally around at the defensive end. I mean, they cause some real havoc when he's out there running the show defensively.
And still injured, James Harden. They're counting the days until he returns.
Kevin, his injury is going to cost him a few games, and in the playoffs, that could be devastating.
He misses the free throw. And he's good on the second. On defense, the Rockets, they're feeling confident after Tuesday's big win.
And they did just what you have to do as a road team, guys. They never allowed any momentum to build up against them. It seemed like every time they took a punch, they had a counter.
You'll like this, Steve. Reverse spurtability, we call that. They had any defensive lapses, they immediately made up for it with some instant offense. Incredible timing on the alley-oop.
He absolutely hammered it down.
And that's the play we're going to remember when this game is all said and done.
This game's going to take a big swing. Clark, if the D continues to clear out like that and give up easy dunks.
Yeah, that's the kind of defense we expect to see in a blowout, Kevin, or even an exhibition game, not a close game like this.
Look how frustrated Steve is.
Well, you know what? Come on, I just like that he didn't choose to just lay it up. I mean, he threw it down with force.
Right back to the basics there, using the one-hand slam for that.
Doesn't he make the basics a great exception?
Yeah, he does. They look sweet when he does it.
Well, he should. Stay with those basics in a tight ball game because we've got one here tonight.
Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
Yeah, but neither team really able to jump ahead.
Yeah, 5 times already the lead has changed.
Now, here's Stevenson. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Norton. And it's Houston with another. For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. To the middle, Forte. Beautiful. Finish, and the layup goes down.
How about this? They're shooting 80% so far. I know it's early, but offensively, they look great. Nobody anywhere. We're close to him. Where's the defense? He's got to make that shot, though.
The dish now to Dragic. It's rebounded by Stevenson.
Major defensive lapse right there. And he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Guys, I had a chance to catch up with the Minnesota Timberwolves head coach. As they sit on the brink of elimination, I asked him if he sensed any nerves in the locker room. He assured me that no matter what the situation, he's got a group of guys that are up for any challenge. And with a win here, that challenge will become a whole lot easier, Kevin.
Always great to hear from you, Doris. Love kicks to Dragic. Back to Love. There's the triple. It's rebounded by Stevenson.
Got a good look, though. I thought that was going to go down.
Now, the D may have done just enough there, Clark, to bother him and throw that shot off.
Derek Williams, he jumped in for Roy Hibbert. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. There's a good screen. Here's Forte. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
Really good offensive execution. Nice pick, just couldn't get the shot to go.
Boy, you love to see that as a basketball purist. Guy setting a good screen and then getting the shot opportunity.
Here's Gale, and they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
And I like that move to the hoop. You use your speed, go around the bigger defender.
All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
We've seen a lot of their points coming off penetration in this first half.
They've been distributing the ball really well tonight, too. I mean, a decent number of assists so far for them.
Rockets trail by 6. Here's Norton. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. He has 6.
Well, he's found his game and his rhythm this quarter. He's gotten into a nice groove.
Rockets with a screen for Love. Williams kicks to Love. Rocket 6. Here's Krogic, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. It's on Kevin Durant. The Timberwolves made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line. Both free throws good from Krogic.
We're seeing today what makes him one of the best free throw shooters among the league's big men. Beautiful stroke.
For Houston, they've gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game. The pass to Stevenson. Dishes to Burke. Passes it to Stevenson. Feeds it to Durant. Puts up a 3. Good.
That's like a layup for him. He's just wide open out there.
Love outside. Off target from three-point range. Gets trailed by 3. They set the pick. Durant with it. Williams picks him up. Here's Norton, and then jammed down right over Derek Williams. The rim rattler.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now.
Yeah, that is Showtime stuff right there. Major highlight reel material.
Near the three-point line, it's Love. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron. And Houston calls their first time out of the game. Spencer Hawes is checked in for Minnesota. Rockets have gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession.
That's a major mental mistake. I mean, there's no other way for me to describe it. He didn't know where he was on the court. That's a basic fundamental. You have to be alert to where you are.
Here's Forte, and there's another one for the Timberwolves.
Tell you what, he is so difficult to guard, especially on a shot like that one.
Rockets trail by 5. Outside Durant. Let's go. Here's Norton. Minnesota with the rebound.
The defense was ready for him that time, and they had to be. He is so powerful in the lane.
It's Krogic with the drive.
And of all the things about him that you like offensively, it's his composure that jumps out at me. The way he never gets rattled. The defense can get in him. He doesn't care. He just continues to do his thing.
And another thing that stands out about him, Steve, he has the ability to score even with defenders draped all over him. He's so strong around the goal.
Houston with a big group substitution here. Doubled by Krogic. And for the Rockets, they're shooting around 46% at this point. Oakley passes to Marshall. Back to Oakley. He dishes it to Marshall. That's stolen by Krogic. Outside Williams. Another miss by Minnesota.
Right from the start, they've been aggressive on the glass. Most of the rebounds seem to be going their way.
And Steve, I think they are ready for the fight today.
A second chance effort. Back to Dragic. Williams gets to Dragic. From deep three-point range. Rebound by Marshall.
He certainly didn't take advantage of the poor defense, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
No, that's for sure, because this guy's too good of a shooter to miss that look consistently.
And the shot is good from Howard. Timberwolves leading by 4. Outside Williams. Over Noah. Second chance shot. Rockets with the rebound.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Pass to Howard. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession.
Where was he going with that pass? That's just an awful turnover.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Roberson's checked in. The shot's good from Batista. Here's Marshall. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. He passes to Holland. He feeds it to Barnes. 4 on the clock. Houston needs to get a shot. No problem knocking that one down. He has 5. Minnesota in the lead. And the bucket counts. He's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
You can see that their game plan is to work it inside, and that's been very successful so far.
For Minnesota, they have been on target from the free throw line. They're 5 of 5 in that department. It's stolen by Dragic. Smooth as silk on the finger roll. And now it's a 9-point Timberwolves lead.
He has really put his foot on the pedal this quarter, doing a tremendous job leading their offense.
Doubled by Nedovic. He kicks to Marshall. Wide open look. Houston gets it back. And there's the pass to Holland. The feed to Marshall. Ripped away. Here's the break. Pass to Roberson. From beyond the arc. Gets it to go. Roberson's got his first 3 points of the game.
Their offense has really come together immediately, threatening to run away with this game.
It's hard to imagine they'll be able to stay as hot as they've been so far, but if they can, watch out.
They keep going down low with the ball, and it results in points. They're having their way in the paint.
And it's resulted in a big early lead, too.
Here's Marshall. You know what? The first quarter concludes in a double. And we welcome you back to the Western Conference Finals as we get going again. And guys, we've seen a confident-looking Timberwolves team out there.
And I thought the key to that first quarter, guys, was the turnovers they faced with that aggressive defense.
Well, the defense. As you said, Steve, has been really aggressive, and it's paid off for him a few times already.
On the court for Minnesota, Kevin Love out there with Roberson. Then there's Spencer Hawes. Then it's Elliott Williams, and it's Batista in at the 2.
Boy, I love it. Active hand. Hands on the steal, active feet on the fast break.
And Clark power on the dunk.
And guys, this is just too close of a game to be giving the ball up like that and then failing to get back in transition.
And so it's Houston with it. They trail by 16 and stolen by Love. And Williams, here we go. Off on the layup. Rockets on offense. Holland, the pass to Barnes. Another shot, and he lays it up and in.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on the follow, just like he got there.
And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. Great opportunity for a three-point play. The Timberwolves have made all of their free throws so far tonight, going 6 for 6. And the Rockets making a change here. Leone's checked in. The free throw off from Roberson. Rockets trail by 16. Holland, the pass to Marshall. Here's Barnes. Passes to Holland. Kicks it to Barnes. Kept alive. Tries again. Williams with the block. Batista passes to Hawes. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. And the Timberwolves lead by 18. For Houston, they've gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. They double him with Love. And stolen by Love. Goes up, throws down the breakaway jam.
Well, this is how you completely rattle an opponent's rhythm.
Yeah, such terrific on-the-ball defense to trigger the transition opportunity.
And it wasn't just the tough D, it was the exclamation point they put on the fast break with the slam.
Roy Hibbert's checked in for Spencer Hawes. Here's a look at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the best shooters during the postseason. Kevin Love, 4th.
Well, you always want to shoot a high percentage, and that goes back to the kind of shots you get. But there's no better time than the postseason to knock down most of the shots that you take.
Rockets trail by 20. Marshall dishes to Barnes. Doubled by Roberson. Feeds to Barnes. Pass to Holland. He kicks it to Barnes. Takes a 3, and that one's good. Barnes has got 5 points now this quarter.
I'm not sure who was supposed to pick him up, but somebody's going to get an earful from the coach for leaving him that wide open.
Well, he's a spot-up shooter, one of the best. One of those guys who, if you give him an inch, that's all it takes. He will let it fly and frequently knock down that shot.
Not only that, but he plays a huge part in their transition game. Getting the ball up court in a hurry is his first thought when he gets the rebound in his hands, and he does it very well.
And it's Love missing.
Normally when you dominate on the glass, it really shows up on the scoreboard, but not so much here today.
You're right, Steve. Typically, it is a good barometer that indicates who's winning, but not so.
Now here's Barnes. He has 5. Shot clock at 6. Hibbert on the double team. Barnes with it. Now guarded by Roberson. Roberson, and a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And so it's Minnesota with it. And it's Williams with the jam. None of the defenders wanted anything Clark to do with him on that jam.
And I do not blame him at all, partner. He was coming in with a bunch of steam and was ready to posterize whoever decided to get in his way.
All right, I understand, fellas, but come on. You got to challenge him a little bit at least.
And that one's good, Barnes.
A wide open 3. They need much better communication defensively.
Nice ball movement by Minnesota. For 3, Love. It's rebounded by Leone. Rockets trail by 17. And here's the intentional foul, but it's coming here. At a very inopportune time.
Yeah, that's a bad play there. That can really cost you the game. You've got to be smart when you make those intentional fouls.
And And stolen by Love. And here's the fast break. Fires the three. That one goes. Count it. Love's got 14 points.
What a job he's doing here. I mean, his second quarter has been even better than his first, and that was pretty good.
Howland. He's guarded by Williams. The dish to Barnes. This one for three. That drops. Barnes has got 11 here in this quarter alone.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
I just love the mentality they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing anything. They're moving it side to side and working to get a good shot.
And he drops in the layup off the glass. 13 points in the game.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with this game.
Batista passes to Hibbert. Makes it off the glass. And here are the Rockets now. 17-point game. This is to Prehioni. Working on Love. The pass to Howard. Here's Norton. Here's Prehioni. Soft touch off the glass. Prehioni's got 7.
Boy, after having a tough time in the first, he's managed to turn it around nicely this quarter.
Passes it to Batista. No good from outside. And stolen by Love.
He's jammed himself up a little bit here with that second foul. But as long as he can avoid a third before the half, I think he's fine. You know, Love is playing well. He's got 14 points and also 5 steals.
We are seeing him at his very best today. So much fun to watch.
And you know, when he's at his best, it's amazing the things he can do.
Rockets trail by 16. Tipped away. Here's Hibbert. There's the bucket. Good. Hibbert's got 4 points this quarter.
Boy, he's really doing a nice job taking advantage of what the defense is giving.
Houston's gone 3 of 4 with the long-range bombs here in the second quarter.
And the defense got away with a major lapse there.
And Durant sends it back. It's Durant on the wing. He dishes it to Burke. Back to Durant. He feeds it to Burke. And the 3 off target. Minnesota leading by 18. Here's Forte and the rejection by Burke. Joakim Noah, he's checked in for Houston. Now a timeout called by Houston.
Well, they're getting way too many easy shots in the paint. So this timeout is specifically for that reason. You got to tighten up the defense and start to make it harder for that offensive team.
I know it's easier said than done, but right now it just doesn't seem like the necessary effort is there. They've been committing a lot of turnovers, and I imagine that's exactly what they're talking about right now. They need to tighten it up.
Some changes for Minnesota. Pause comes in for Roy Hibbert, and Derek Williams subbed in for Kevin Love. The feed to Burke. Norton, guarded by Hawes. And Stevenson kicks to Burke. 6 to shoot. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. Burke's got his first basket of the night. And it's Dragic. Oh!
How about that basketball, man? Wow. Always some entertainment value when you go with the windmill jam.
Yeah, rim shaker and Steve a wrist breaker.
Outrageous, man.
A minute 42 left to play here in the half. Williams with the steal.
And all you have to do is point to their turnovers this quarter. There's a reason the scoreboard looks like it does.
Yeah, their confidence has really dissipated here.
Yeah, he got whacked. Shouldn't be much debate on that one.
Yeah, that was as straightforward as it gets, guys.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. .135 left to play in the first half. Rockets trail by 20. Into Noah. Lead pass was put in just the right spot.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening, Steve.
Oh, it's off the charts. It really is. And defensively, I mean, they have to start shutting down some of those lanes to the hoop.
Durant with the steal. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. That's good from Durant. So the Timberwolves called their first timeout.
It's like he saw some things out there that needed adjusting and wants to talk it over a little bit with his club.
I don't think you can ever go wrong burning the timeout if you see something you don't like and you need to talk about it.
Kevin Love's checked in for Minnesota.
Well, you can count on him, can't you? He seems to knock down free throws consistently all game long.
Here's Gale. Second shot opportunity, and it's Love getting it to go. Love's got 17.
The more touches he gets, the more this lead will grow. He has just been unconscious this quarter.
That's the risky run by staying out there as he picks up his third.
Rockets have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time.
You know, even though they're behind, I love the job they've been doing getting to the free throw line.
Yeah, they've been aggressive, and that's really important. You've got to continue to attack.
Rockets trail by 17. Here's Durant. Hits the bucket. 7 points in the game.
Well, the number one priority for defense when you face this guy is to keep him getting anywhere from the basket because he's just so strong as a finisher.
And also, he catches a lot of defenders off balance, Steve, with his ability to pull up and drain shots off the bounce. It's a very effective skill to have.
And that one's good by Noah.
Nice pass. He got the ball right into his teammate's shooting pocket. On time and on target.
It's a pick by Love. Love right side. Another miss by Minnesota.
You have to get a hand into his face because that's his range right there.
The Rockets have made 4 free throws from the line. He missed 2. Minnesota calls timeout.
They're sending guys to the line way more than they should here. They need to play good position defense and avoid the reach-in sloppy foul.
We've got 13 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Stolen by Stevenson. The shot no good. The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. Timberwolves ahead. They're up by 11. And we'll have the start of the second half when we come back after the break. But right now, let's go over to Damon Bruce with the Sprint Halftime Show.
Now, presented by Sprint.
Hello out there and welcome to the Halftime Report as the conference finals continue on 2K Sports.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
And thanks for tuning in as we get back to the action of our broadcast here of Game 6. Kevin Love really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Yeah, it's been sheer dominance in the post by him so far, just tearing them up when he gets inside.
And getting it to him is the only hard part. Once he has it, he's automatic.
We got Lance Stevenson. Also Burke out there. And it's Brihione in at the 4 spot. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Now here's Burke. Here's a peek at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the top rebounders in this year's playoffs. Number 5 is Kevin Love.
Boy, he has been fantastic in the playoffs. I mean, the stats prove that out. Defensively and second chance point, he's working harder than some of the other players. He's hungry for a championship, and he's playing like it.
And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession.
Just got a little careless on that pass. They should be able to connect on those.
And it's the Rockets with the ball. They trail by 14.
Yeah, close, but I didn't think he got on balance quickly enough.
And it's hard to draw charges as quick as players are at this level. That's not an easy bit of work there.
Now here's Burke. Durant with it. Now guarded by Dragic. And the shot is good. He's got 10.
So he's so good at recognizing where the openings are and getting the ball to the rim.
So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Well, you allow them to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, I think you got to foul them, and free throws are better than a layup.
The Timberwolves have shot 9 of 11 at the free throw line. And he makes both free throws. Second half just getting started. About a minute played. Rockets trail by 14. They get a hand on it. Houston moving it around. Prione buries it down low. Prione's got 9.
One of the reasons they're behind is because we haven't seen enough of that. He needs to become a bigger part of the offense.
And stolen by Burke. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. Rockets have shot 75% of the strike, 6 of it. He's off on the first. So he comes up empty, missing both. Timberwolves leading by 12. Back to Love. A 3 ball. But they'll get another chance. Kicks it to Dragic. Moves back up. It's rebounded by Prione. Prione's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Minnesota calls timeout. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Williams is checked in. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Took him no time at all on that one. He's got 7.
Boy, you can't run an inbounds play any better than that right there.
Rockets trail by 14. Pass to Burke. Poked away. Feeds to Love. Excellent defense, Stevenson. Houston's gone 5 of 9 when they put up the 3-point shot tonight. 7-foot shot.
Yeah, he got whacked. Shouldn't be much debate on that one.
Yeah, that was as straightforward as it gets, guys.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here. He hits the 2nd from the line. Timberwolves leading by 13. Here's Love. That's in, coming off an assist from Dragic. Dragic has got 3 assists tonight.
Nice soft touch to drop that one in.
Timeout called for Rockets. Kevin Love with a strong contribution so far in this one.
He's on fire. They needed to put their heads together to figure out how to get the ball out of his hand.
And for Houston, their shooting has been beyond great up until now. How about 57% from the field overall? Durant kicks to Stevenson, and it's blocked by Love. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. And the first one at the line is good. And so he makes both from the line.
Boy, still waiting for their first miss from the foul line this half.
100% since halftime, is that right? I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon if that keeps up.
And Prigioni kicks to Stevenson. They double him with Rupp. Prigioni dishes to Durant. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. Outside Dragic. It's rebounded by Houston.
Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions there.
Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Williams comes with the double team. 6 on the shot clock. Durant attacking. Lets it go with the 3. Burke. Here's Norton. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. That one on Love. Rockets have made 7 of the last 12 attempts at the line.
2 shots.
The first free throw is good. Both shots good from the strike. Timberwolves leading by 15. Here's Burke. He kicks it to Stevenson. Pass to Prigioni. Pocket 6. Buried from 15 feet out. Prigioni's got 11 points.
Now, he's really stood out for his club today. Even though they're struggling a little bit, he's doing his part.
Really quite surprising to see the huge edge they have in rebounds given what the scoreboard said.
Yeah, it's not typical. I mean, they have been really dominant on the glass.
Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, man, he's got so much power.
What a game we've seen here for Dragic. He's got 14 points, and the steals are starting to pile up for him also.
They sure have, and clearly he's gotten in their heads because of it, Clark. The guys are looking over their shoulder now, always worrying about where he is.
The Rockets making a switch here. Oakley's checked in.
And that 4th foul might force him to scale back the aggression. Defensively a little bit. He does not want to pick up number 5.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for Minnesota.
They've been the aggressors, and they've been tougher in the paint all game.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
Now here's Williams. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Here's Roberson, and that one's good.
He's a grinder. Love what he does under the offensive boards, really bringing energy and life to his team.
He's 0 of 1 from the line, missing on his first trip. And the Rockets making a change here. Now Burke. Parker looking now at a sizable deficit.
Yeah, you know, they've got a lot of work ahead of them, but no reason to give up hope right now.
No, the game's still out there for them, but they've got to get back to their game plan and start to grind out each possession.
He passes it to Durant. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. There's the dish to Williams. Now the pass to Hibbert. Back to Williams. And he's good on the 3 ball. And the Timberwolves lead by 14.
Well, they're in great position here, and it's thanks in large part to their 3-point shooting.
You called that right. They are lighting it up from behind the arc this half.
Dishes it to Oakley. Stevenson. And some nice passing there by Houston. That's good. 18 points for him.
Just seems like they're finding an open lane to the hoop every time down. It's 5 buckets in a row for them in the paint.
Yeah, on the flip side, Steve, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior.
Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. Spencer Hawes is checked in for Roy Hibbert. Houston's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Off his foot, and it's being called a kickball. Now, here's Marshall. He's guarded closely. Now, as far as the defense goes, but that is not what's going to keep them in this league.
Yeah, but from the other perspective, you can see just how much that dunk pumped those players up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I agree, guys. I sense a little bit of a momentum shift here.
It's blocked. And now here comes Marshall, leading the break. Outside for Durant. Durant drawing the double team. Marshall passes to Stevenson. He dishes it to Marshall. Just 5 on the clock. Puts one up from 19. Houston gets it back. Norton. It's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Easy call there.
No question about that one. You could hear the impact from where I am.
3 trips to the line so far for him in this one. So for the Rockets, Leone's checked in, and it's Burke in for Lance Stevenson. Banked in off the glass. 8 points for him. 1:51 left in the third quarter of the game. Passes it to Burke. Doubled by Hawes. Burke with it, now defended by Batista. They get it back. Count the bucket. Leone's got 6 in the quarter.
They're not as aggressive from the outside here, but maybe they should think about stretching the defense a little bit, like they did in the first half. I mean, stretching the defense makes it easier to score inside, too.
Kind of rare to see him come up empty on a wide open look.
The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful. Marshall's got his first points of the game.
It seems like they're on their heels every time defensively because the ball continues to go into the post.
Well, if they don't pick up the aggression, things are only going to get worse. It has not been an easy quarter for them, at least offensively speaking. Boy, it's been a tough go in terms of fouls for him. My goodness, he can't stay out of the way of fouls.
Minnesota calls timeout. And as with any timeout at this point of the game, important to go over the strategies that are working and those that are needed in terms of adjustments. And, of course, the opportunity, guys, to get hydrated with Gatorade before coming back onto the floor. We've seen some good action so far, and there's more of it to come.
Yeah, this game has been physical, it's been fast, it's been high-paced. So anytime you're in a situation like this where it's really a hard-fought game, it's critical to keep yourself hydrated throughout.
And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession. Here are this postseason's dead-eye shooters. These guys have knocked down a ton of shots from downtown. Second, Kevin Love.
He's having so much success from the three-point line in the playoffs. Just seems like he's thriving under pressure.
Burke kicks to Durant. Lays it up and banks it in. They got on this roll a while ago, and they just haven't looked back.
They're taking so many shots down there, and they're knocking them down. Really good looks in the paint.
No doubt in the offensive philosophy today. Pound that thing inside.
Houston making some changes. Harrison Barnes comes in for Kevin Durant. Lance Stevenson subbed in for Kendall Marshall. Now here's Burke. He has 6. They double him with Love. He only dishes to Burke. He feeds it to Barnes. Inside. Here's Brihione. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got rebound number 5 here tonight. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. And he's got his first free throw of the game. No good on that one. Minnesota making a switch here. He doesn't get the second one. And here's Stevenson. Can't get it to fall. And as we end the third. We welcome you back to what has been a good one here as we get into the fourth quarter. Rockets trail by 6. So on the floor for Minnesota. Now here's Burke. Tight defense on him. Perfect on the shot. Swishes it through. Burke's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Rockets. And Love throws it down. An indication there of why the scoreboard looks like it does. Very passive defense.
But the finish was anything but passive.
No, he hammered that down, Clark. Superb above the rim action.
And it's Kevin Love with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Roy Hibbert's checked in for the Timberwolves. That's good. And that's now 10 points for Trey Burke.
Well, they were sleeping on defense. The defense really didn't do its job. I mean, a little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint. That's costly.
Well, and at this stage, it's such a tight game. I think this is when tired legs start to show, and the defense can become vulnerable in the low block.
Houston's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. That's a 2 from Barnes. And Houston again with the bucket.
And this game is really heated up. I didn't think it could get any more high scoring than it already was.
Well, there's always room for more offense, Steve. You know that.
Gale. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
He's one of the best in the league at that. Even with just a tiny sliver, he always seems to find a way to get it up and in.
And the Rockets making a change here. Leone's checked in. Rockets trail by 7. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Stevenson passes to Burke, and there's the feed to Prehione. Shot is blocked. Here's Norton. Uses the glass to finish the layup. 1 points in the game.
Boy, have they been hitting the glass hard or what? Kind of surprising with such a tight game.
Yeah, you're right. Very rarely will you out-rebound an opponent like that and not have it pay off.
The Rockets have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. It's tipped. Hangs. Burke can't get it to go. Timberwolves leading by 8. Here's Gale. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
Yeah, the defense has been futile here. 5 of the last 6 field goals in the lane.
Now here's Burke. Kicks to Prehione. And he pings it home with one hand.
Tell you what, Kevin, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
Mark, that deficit will go away quickly if he does.
And I like the way he capped that drive off, guys, with the one-hand punch.
Now here's Burke. After the miss from Derek Williams. Burke kicks to Durant. Down low. He only dishes to Durant. And Durant gets double teamed.
Well, their worst fear came true. This is still anyone's ball game, but losing him to foul trouble would make it. A lot tougher. This is where their depth becomes such an asset, Kevin. He's gone for the remainder of the game, but fortunately, they're able to field a very capable replacement.
Kevin Love's checked in for Minnesota. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Pause is checked in. Timberwolves leading by 8. Gale. He's guarded by Stevenson. Here's Gale. Takes the 12-footer and hits.
How about the field goal percentage shooting this half, guys? It's gone through the roof.
Rockets have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. The Timberwolves have gotten it done so far from the field here in the fourth, going 6 for 7. Back to Love. And the shot falls short this time. Houston's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them.
Tough call there and a tough break for the defense.
But, you know, I think you could still see him kind of sliding in there. I don't have a problem with the call.
And here is Burke. Feeds it to Prehione. Another miss by Houston.
You can see how much the defense respects him. I mean, they were all over him on that look.
Here's Gale. Rockets with the rebound. Prehione's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Stolen by Durant. By himself. Hammers it home to polish off the break.
Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yes, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
Well, it feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight and close.
Rockets trail by 11. Williams comes with the double team. He kicks it to Prehione. And stolen by Williams. It's 2-on-1. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Deflected. And stolen by Burke. Floats one up. And Durant gets it to go.
He is feeling it. A terrific percentage from the field.
Takes the three. And again, it's Kevin Love with the triple. Love's got 8 points in the quarter.
Those are starting to add up. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 of them have been 3-pointers.
And it's not just great offense, Mark. The defense is really lacking. Not enough energy on their closeout.
Roy Hibbert's checked in for Spencer Hawes. Stevenson passes to Burke. Williams comes with the double team. It's Durant on the wing. And Houston again with the bucket. Minnesota leading by 10. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give them 2 chances at the free throw line here. And he makes the first. That's also good. So he hits both free throws. Stevenson with it. Now a timeout called by Houston.
Well, he sees something that he doesn't like. I'm not sure what it is, but I think he's going to make some changes here.
I think you've got to make your adjustments pretty quickly like he's doing here. Otherwise, you know, things can get out of hand. So this is a good timeout.
Spencer Hawes is checked in for Minnesota. Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
I was able to listen in on what Caleb Canales was going over with his team. He's not pleased with the careless turnovers offensively, saying, listen, we've got to get shots. It's as simple as that. We have to play smart and value the basketball. Kevin, did it sink in?
Thanks, Doris. And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball. And here are the Rockets now. A 12-point game.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
You know, even from here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
Yep, pretty obvious. A good call by the official.
Minnesota calls timeout. The Timberwolves making a switch here. Hibbert's checked in. The first one falls. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Now, here's Stevenson. And Clark, they're going to have to make a pretty big comeback here.
Yeah, I think so, but I don't think the clock is a factor right now, at least not yet. I mean, they don't need to change their pace of play. Keep attacking.
Yeah, I agree. You got to make sure you take your time, but start to be more effective and efficient with each possession. And you got to buckle down defensively.
Just 2 to shoot. Here's Durant. And the layup's good off the glass. Durant's got 8 points in the quarter.
Impeccable mechanics this quarter. He's been perfect from the field.
And the foul goes on Roy Hibbert. That's foul number 2 for him. Now a timeout called by Houston. They're losing by 10. There's 1:54 left to play in the final quarter.
Clutch Turbo.
And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession.
Boy, just a brain cramp, guys. I mean, that should have been the simplest of exchanges.
Timberwolves leading by 10. And that's not even close.
Not sure what he was thinking there. That's embarrassing.
You think? I mean, come on now. Doesn't he realize there's a game going on here?
Williams with the block. They retain possession.
They have a little extra mojo going here, a little extra pep in their step, more hustle in this second half. Doing a much better job in terms of second chance points.
Now here's Love. Williams kicks to Love. No good on the 3. Here's Durant. And the foul goes on Roy Hibbert. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
3rd personal foul. 5th team foul.
We've got 1:18 left in the 4th quarter. And Durant, here we go. The finger roll finish at the bucket. Durant's got 14 points now in the second half.
The points just keep coming for him this quarter. And just at the right time, too, as they try to narrow the deficit.
Here's Forte. Smooth as silk on the finger roll. And the Timberwolves lead by 8.
They're straying away from the three-point game here in the second half. And that's fine as long as they're on the lead and they're getting good shots. They've decided not to take nearly as many three-pointers in this half.
Now they'll take as many of those high percentage shots as they can get, guys.
There's 39 seconds left in the game. It's a pick by Love. Shot clock at 6. Count that one.
And with that basket, you'd have to think this lead is safe.
Well, if not 100% safe, certainly 95%.
They double him with Love. Guys, a comeback probably not in the cards at this point.
Yeah, unless something dramatic and drastic occurs.
Yeah, something crazy would have to happen. I think you can pretty much put a bow on this one.
Here's Gale, and again it's Minnesota.
Well, this is going to seal the deal. They've really exploded here to the finish line.
You know, once they sniffed out
3 seconds left in the 4th quarter. What do you think, guys?
Well, they can game plan all they want, but there's not enough time left for them to come back and win this game.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure exactly what they think they're going to pull off here.
Pass to Barnes. The 3. So it's Minnesota winning this one easy. Not much to be critical of with this win, Clark.
Not at all. I mean, they showed up not just to play, they showed up to give great effort and to win, and they did both.
And that'll wrap it up for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, and the whole 2K crew. Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching the NBA Western Conference Finals presented by 2K Sports. And now we present the Jordan Player of the Game.
the dream.
We've got a capacity crowd in a sold-out arena here in downtown Minneapolis. Welcome to 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan along with Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg for an NBA playoff thriller. Game 7 of the Western Conference Finals. Only one team will advance. Who will it be? Now a chance to check out our starting lineups. One of the guys we'll be watching out for today, Kevin Durant.
And one thing that Durant has made very clear in his young career is that he's going to be a factor in clutch situations. He wants the ball in his hands with the game on the line.
You know, he's got that lean, thin body and looks a little wispy and carefree out there. But underneath that jersey beats the heart and edge of, I think, a killer in terms of putting the ball in the basket.
You look at the Timberwolves. Guys, win after win, they have been utterly dominant in the postseason. One sweep after another.
Well, it's been a phenomenal series, Kevin. Let's see how much the home court advantage plays into it tonight. You know, the majority of time in these cases, the deciding game is won by the home team.
Yeah, and this is as good as it gets, Steve. I am not kidding. I mean, the biggest game of the NBA season so far. I can't wait to see how this thing unfolds because I bet we've got some high drama in store. Man, this is special.
Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Make it two hands for safety. That's what they say, right,
Yeah,
Kevin?
that's right. You got it. And he was ultra safe for that dunk.
No reason not to be.
You might as well remove all doubt, right?
And Minnesota has possession. It's a three-point game. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
Well, you allow them to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, I think you got to foul them, and free throws are better than a layup.
The Timberwolves shooting their first free throws of the evening. Both good from the line that time. We're about 1 minute into the first. And stolen by Williams. And the shot is good.
You know, with that much of a height advantage, that's exactly what you should do. Take it straight to the rim.
And here's Stevenson. To the middle.
Oh, get it!
Oh, watch out now. Now, Clark, that is just ridiculous.
Absolutely filthy. I don't
come
remember
on.
ever seeing a dunk like that in the game. I certainly can't remember the last time I saw it.
Yeah, that was just amazing. Yeah, he had not established position.
You know, I prefer the ref to whistle with a block when in doubt. I thought that was a good call there.
And so it's Minnesota with it. And that is good. He's got 5.
Well, they are locked and loaded early. 3 for 3.
For Houston, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for to start off this game. It's Durant on the wing. Launches a 3, and that's collected by Love.
Almost surprised that he had that much room to work with.
Feeds it to Burke. Pass to Howard. Some nice passing there by Houston. Trying his luck deep. Shot is off. So Minnesota will take it the other way. They won their last game. That was Thursday night.
And guys, they could have won that game on the strength of their offense alone. It was that good.
And to do it on the road, too. I mean, the way they just kept coming at them and coming at them, they kept that crowd out of the game the entire time. That's good work.
That'll be Minnesota as it goes out of bounds. Timberwolves retain possession. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Love outside. And another 3 for Minnesota.
You know, what an advantage he brings to this offense, guys. I mean, being able to drain the 3 ball, that really can spread a defense and extend the defense as well.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Guys, I had a chance to catch up with the Minnesota Timberwolves head coach. He thinks the pace of this game will be a big factor here today. He said we've got to play this game at our speed and not let them dictate the tempo. With home court advantage here in the final game, he feels they should be able to do just that. The pace of this thing will be the deciding factor, Kevin.
Thanks, Doris. That's good.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Here's Durant. They get it again. Here's Norton. Right through the D for the layup.
Well, the defense just looked a little lazy on the glass there.
Yeah, nobody boxing out. That's inexcusable.
It's stolen. Here's Durant.
Oh, my goodness. What a huge play.
Wow, we're going to remember that one for a while.
I know I would, Kevin. That was special.
Oh, man, that was a circus stuff.
Kevin.
Great job to hit his teammate on that move, Kevin.
Rockets trail by 3. Deflected. Pass to Williams. Puts the lead pass in front of him. And that one's good. He's got 7. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Minnesota.
They've come out in attack mode defensively, applying pressure and stealing the ball repeatedly.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets. Switch. Hibbert's checked in. Williams comes with a double team. For Houston, they've gotten 7 of their first 10 attempts to fall so far. Excellent pace to their offense. A pass to Holland. To the paint. Heoning. There's the dish to Burke. That's good. Burke's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
Well, it's become one of the stories of the first half, Mark, just piling up points in the paint.
Well, now they're just going to town.
Yeah, you think these defenders would have done a little more to put a stop to that stuff, Kevin, but so far, no go.
Well, a phenomenal aerial assault there, fellas.
And the foul goes on Roy Hibbert. That's his first foul. Passes it to Holland. From about 16, that one wide left.
Great closeout there, forcing the errant shot.
Well, he made it a tough shot again. He didn't give up on it, and he got a hand up.
Well, Kevin, he's got such a great focus as a shooter. He's a very frustrating player to guard because unless you actually block his shot, you are not going to get in his head and affect him.
And there's something else on his resume that can't be overlooked. Just how many times he's taken over at the end of close games and carried his team to the win.
Rockets trail by 7. Kicks to Heoning. Now here's Burke. Tight defense on him. And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball. And the Rockets making a change here.
Marshall.
It's stolen by Dragic. Fast break. Here they come. He feeds it to Williams. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. He kicks it to Marshall. Durant against Williams. He passes to Hibbert. Here's Gale. And, there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup, and while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call a foul shot or not, but sure enough they have. So we've got a couple of free throws coming up, and this is his 3rd trip to the line tonight. And the Rockets making a change here. Noah's checked in. That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
And this is the difference in the game. I mean, they're drawing fouls and then converting at the foul line.
Holland, the pass to Marshall. Holland, covered by Hibbert. Hibbert on the double team. 5 to shoot. Gale, and a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here.
And that's 2 fouls for him very early in this ball game. He'll probably have to spend some time on the bench before halftime.
This is to Williams. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Dragic kicks to Williams. Rockets with the rebound. Pass to Marshall. Shot to end this cold run. They get it back. Oakley. And Hibbert with the block. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Rockets will retain possession. And the Rockets making a change here. From 13. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Major defensive lapse right there. And he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
Foul shooting the difference here, as you mentioned.
Yeah, exactly, Kevin. I mean, they built the lead at the line, and that's always an easy way to do it. Attack the rim, draw fouls, and then cash in from the foul line.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe.
I think they've got to be more disciplined here, Kevin. Already way too many fouls and too many free points for the opponent.
Williams gets the bucket.
What a start they've gotten off to. A big lead for them, and we're not even out of the first quarter yet.
And it's not just their hot offense here. I mean, they're playing very strong defense too, guys.
And he takes the feed in stride and swings it home.
It has taken them no time to build this lead up on the strength of a great first quarter offensively.
And they need to continue to put pressure on the defense and try to really run away with this one from here.
Timeout called. The Rockets, like you were saying earlier, early foul, leading to the big deficit to start this game.
Well, you never want to give a team 3 points, and you send them to the line because you're lazy or late defensively, and that just allows them to get cheap points, and you can't afford to do that.
He just is not happy without how his team is executed. And they've been on the wrong side of this run. It's time for a momentum shift.
You know, sometimes just getting off the court, taking a break, and coming back out fresh will give you a chance to pull together.
Out of bounds, Rockets ball as Houston keeps possession. And now let's give you a look at the players who have stood out and taking high percentage shots in the playoffs. Third is Kevin Love.
Tell you what, his shooting percentage has been spectacular since the start of the playoffs. What a run he's been on.
Here's Ogden, banked in off the glass. 59 seconds left to play in the first quarter. He dishes it to Hawks. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
They've been strong here in the early going, Kevin. Very effective from inside.
Like you were saying, going strong inside, building a strong lead here in the first.
And the confidence factor is a big part of that, Kevin. Taking that ball inside, you get high-quality shots, you get conversion, you keep pressure on the defense, and it just continues to build on itself.
And stolen by Love. Pass to Roberson. Marshall with the steal. And now running up the court, Stevenson pushing it up.
You know, he may not have the elevation or the hop. He doesn't need it, though. Big fella throwing it down anyway.
He usually does save the high flying for the little guys, Clark. You're right.
You know, sometimes it looks like he's pinned to the ground, but when he gets positioned like that, he can put it down.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the board.
Yeah, even though it's early, I mean, that's a great sign for the rest of the game.
On the pass to Roberson. Hits the bucket.
And I'll tell you what, maybe in a step slow here early on.
I agree with you. I mean, they're allowing too many open shots. They seem a little sluggish to me.
And the Rockets making a change here. And here are the Rockets now. They trail by 16. Here's Ogden. Shot misses. He got it up. Oh, he got it up.
Buzzer, knock it down.
So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. Timberwolves ahead. Up 19. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. And we welcome you back to the Western Conference Finals as we get going again. And quite a position here for the Timberwolves to be in. What do you think, guys?
And how about the defense, guys? They have really controlled the lane with their shot blocking.
Yeah, excellent defense there. Every shot has either been altered or rejected.
And the Timberwolves with possession here. 19-point lead, which is the largest margin in the game. Out of bounds, Houston takes possession. And for Houston, they're shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. And for the Rockets, Norton, the feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful.
Beautiful finger roll to cap that drive off. He knows how to finish with some flair and flavor, guys.
Gets it to go. Dragic has got 10 points.
I don't know who was supposed to be on him there, but clearly a mistake by the defense.
That's a 2 from Barnes. Finds himself wide open and drills it. Timberwolves leading by 17. There's the feed to Dragic. Smooth as silk on the finger roll. Dragic has got 4 points now in the quarter.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Now, here's Marshall. Defense is right there.
And another foul would give him 3 before the half, something to keep our eyes on.
Houston making a switch. Keone's checked in. Got a piece of it. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Here's Love. No good. So Houston will take it the other way. Williams gets the bucket.
Yeah, and he's one player who doesn't need a lot of space to get to the basket. He's really crafty. The way he can blast his way straight through traffic, he's really strong.
And I know nothing fires him up more than a huge jam right in the face of an opponent. I mean, those facials get him going. Don't discount how that can deflate the defender and the other team, too.
The Rockets shoot their second and third shots at the line right here. So the Timberwolves call their first timeout.
It's like he saw some things out there that needed adjusting and wants to talk it over a little bit with his club.
I don't think you can ever go wrong burning the timeout if you see something you don't like and you need to talk about it.
Burke, he's checked in for the Rockets. And the first one at the line is good. All free throws, good from Prehione. Minnesota leading by 19. Here's Love. Excellent D there from Barnes.
That was a layup, and you've got to knock that down. You've got to convert when you get those opportunities.
Feeds to Stevenson. Houston moving the ball around. Rejected by Roberson. And they get it back. That drops. Minnesota's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the free ball here. Love goes in. Dish out to Williams. Kept alive, Minnesota. Back to Dragic. And there's the whistle, fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
What a tremendous game for Dragic. He has 12 points, and all the steals he's collected only add to his impressive stat line.
Yeah, whether he's picking someone's pocket or picking off a pass, he has been causing some mayhem out there for sure.
Rockets trailed by 19. Now a timeout called by Houston.
That was a good time to call a timeout to try to settle everybody down and get back into their offensive rhythm. They've been coughing up the rock an awful lot.
I shouldn't have to rhyme these words in the rhythm for you to know it's a rap. You said you was king, you lied through your teeth. For that, villains, instead of king, crown your king. And to the fans, I'll never let you down again, I'm bad. I promise to never go back on that promise. In fact, let's be honest, at last, we last see.
Roy Hibbert's checked in for Kevin Love. It's stolen by Dragic. Oh, trying for it. Ripped away. Here's Burke. And some very quick points for him on that possession. Burke's got 9. Here's Gale. That's it, coming off an assist from Dragic. Dragic has got 3 assists in the game. It's trailed by 20 off his foot, and the ref saying he kicked him. Now here's Stevenson, defended by Roberson.
That was an ill-advised pass to attempt. You had to know there was a man there in position for the steal.
Boy, I love it. Active hands on the steal, active feet on the fast break.
And Clark power on the dunk.
And guys, this is just too close of a game to be giving the ball up like that and then failing to get back in transition.
And Roberson pulls it down. Timberwolves leading by 22. Here's Gale.
That's the risky run by staying out there as he picks up his third.
And he drew the blocking foul. He'll go to the line for 2. And it'll be his 4th time going to the free throw line in the game.
At the line for 2.
And he knocks down the first one.
Shooting 100% in the quarter. They've made them all, taking full advantage at the line.
Well, it's a nice job of really making the most of their opportunities.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. Out of bounds, Houston takes possession.
He was surprised to see the pass coming his way, and he reacted a little late.
Hibbert on the double team. Burke with it. He's got 9. They need this. And a dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
You know, he's not your typical NBA center in terms of height, guys, but he plays as big as any of them, thanks to his incredible bounceability.
Now, here's Burke following the shot by Roy Hibbert. Poke loose. Here's Prigioni, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Prigioni's got 6 points in the quarter.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers, and theirs are fantastic.
It's just beautiful basketball to watch, Clark.
Here's Burke. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession.
We've seen a lot of silly plays like that out of them today. Just way too many.
Minnesota making a switch. Minnesota leading by 23. Timberwolves passing it around. Gale, defended by Burke. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Burke. Stolen. Here's Gale. Minnesota calls timeout. These players can flat out shoot the rock. The 2K leaderboard shows us the top 3-point shooters in the playoffs. Second, Kevin Love.
He's having so much success from the 3-point line in the playoffs. Just seems like he's thriving under pressure.
Passes to Roberson. Hits the 3-point bomb. Roberson's got 12 in the game.
The D has gotten a little lax defending the 3-point shot at that end.
Agreed, Clark. They poured in 3 of the last 5 baskets on pretty open looks behind the arc.
Burke dishes to Prehioni, and he lays it straight in. 10 points for him.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
Love it. Old school. Just physical play in the paint. Dominating. I like the call. I thought the defense was moving there.
Yeah, I think he slid underneath. Good blocking call that trip.
Kevin Durant's checked in for the Rockets. Kicks it to Love. Beyond the arc. Rebounded by Prehioni.
You know, even though he missed that three-point shot, I think the defense has to do a better job of challenging the shot.
Yeah, because you know if you continue to give up open looks like that, well, you're in big trouble.
Shot's good by Durant.
He's got so much junk in his trunk. He'll find a way to hurt you.
It's Dragic with the drive. Love the pass to Roberson. Gale. He's guarded by Stevenson. A beautiful reverse layup. 18 points for him.
You know, he started out hot, and he's only gotten hotter. He could be in for one of those games.
And that one's good.
Boy, they are having their way in the paint right now. So many looks right at the rim.
Defensive rotations have been a step slow, and it's helped them get the ball in close time after time, Steve.
Here's Roberson. 12 points for him. And that one's good. 7 points for Kevin Love.
Yeah, he's a bomber. I mean, that's what I love about him. He's as good a three-point shooter as you'll see. And of course, has the green light to let it fly anytime he wants.
That's right. And don't forget about his great outlet pass. It's a lost art in this day and age, but I love the way he gets breaks started by getting the ball out ahead of the pack.
Here's Dragic, following the score by Houston. Burke grabs the miss, but they'll get another chance. Back to Love. 1:21 left in the first half of the game. Pass to Roberson. Love outside. And it's going to be a 3-second call. Houston making a switch. Now here's Burke. 9 points in the game so far. He feeds it to Barnes. And he's knocked off course by the D. The foul call. He'll shoot free throws. That one on Williams. The Rockets have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any. Minnesota making a switch here. That one is no good.
Yeah, they're getting to the line an awful lot in this quarter. And it's not an accident. They've been very aggressive.
Yeah, it's been very intentional. I mean, they've picked up the aggression, and it could get them out of this hole.
Launches it. No luck. And the Rockets take it the other way. Holland, the pass to Burke. It's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Just absolute domination in this one for Burke. 9 points and some good assists, too. 4 of them. He's getting it done, making plays by setting up his teammates and grabbing some nice boards, too.
Yeah, he's doing all those little things that are so important.
Nedovic is checked in for Minnesota. Minnesota calls timeout.
They're committing an awful lot of fouls, and most of them are unproductive. You don't want to let guys get easy layups. I understand that. But this could turn into a parade to the foul line.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Well, at least the defender got his money's worth on that one.
Yep, that was an easy whistle for the officials.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. Both free throws good from Nedovic. 35 seconds left to play in the first half. And that's a foul. Called on Spencer Hawes. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. Rockets have missed 2 free throws in the game, going 5 for 7. And the first one drops. He makes 1 of 2 that time. Timberwolves leading by 21. And Nedovic kicks to Roberson. Williams. Timberwolves passing it around. Pause, no luck.
Great defense in the paint there, making it tough on the offense.
That's what he brings, a presence. I mean, you saw it on that miss.
Here's Oakley, and the layup's good off the glass.
That's exactly what they had in mind on that possession.
Nedovic, the pass to Hibbert. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Good job of spotting his teammate near the basket and zipping the pass right in there.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Free throw, good. Hibbert. And so a pretty lopsided game for the first half. Timberwolves ahead, running away with it. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit.
Now, presented by Sprint.
Welcome to 2K Sports. Today, a spot in the NBA Finals on the line. Stakes high enough for you? I hope so. Let's get into the halftime report.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
And welcome back to this Game 7 as we get ready to get back into the action. Now Stevenson. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. One for the Rockets. We've got Burt. Also Lance Stevenson out there. And it's Durant in at the three. Here's Gale. 11 feet out and he hits it. 20 points for him. Rockets shooting a smooth 58% from the field. Everything going according to plan for them on that end. Stevenson kicks to Prihiona. Rebound, Minnesota. Dragic just got his third rebound tonight. Williams dishes to Love. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Durant's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. He kicks to Burke. He passes it to Stevenson. Dishes to Burke. Drills the three-pointer. Burke's got 14 points.
Look out, guys. I mean, I think there's a lot more where that came from. When he gets it going like this, it is not easy to slow him down.
And Lance Stevenson picks up the foul. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. Here's Gale.
Well, they need a shot or two to fall here soon. They're only 1 of 4 since the break.
Stevenson passes to Burke. He dishes it to Durant. The feed to Burke. Here's Norton. The shot from the low post is good. 10 points for him.
I think he's been kind of passive today. And, maybe that one will get him going. I think for them to be successful, he needs to be the one to do the bulk of the scoring.
Dragic gets the bucket.
He is feeling it. A terrific percentage from the field.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. And stolen by Williams.
Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yeah, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
Yeah, it feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight and close.
Rockets have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. It's blocked. Pass to Burke. Lets it go with a 3. Rebound, Minnesota. And here's the fast break. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. And the jam by Derek Williams.
A quick bucket. Pretty good in transition.
That's right. That's exactly right. He loves when he gets the chance to get out and run. That's when he's at his best.
Dragic, defended by Durant. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Here's Burke. The finger roll finish at the bucket. Burke's got 16 points.
Even with the D lurking, he made it look easy with the soft finger roll.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
That's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effectively.
Yeah, and until they do, the problems inside are only going to get worse.
Timeout call for Rockets. Here's a peek at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the top rebounders in this year's playoffs. Number 5 is Kevin Love.
Boy, he has been fantastic in the playoffs. I mean, the stats prove that out. Defensively and second chance points, he's working harder than some of the other players. He's hungry for a championship, and he's playing like it. Tell you what, he's not an easy guy to stop when he's got his sight on the rim.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And I love how he goes with that one-hand tomahawk slam. Beautiful. Well, remember, he made 2 3-pointers in the first half, but has not been able to get anything to fall here in the second.
To the inside. Here's Burke, but he stays with it. There's the pass to Durant. Makes the lead pass.
Elevates and powers in the one-hand.
Textbook.
I'm glad he didn't go overboard and try to do too much. Finding the open man every trip down the floor.
Certainly seems like he's doing that, Steve. I mean, it's been a great passing day for him.
Now, here's Burke. 16 points for him. Feeds it to Durant. The dish to Stevenson. Second shot opportunity, and that basket is going to count. Goaltending, the official call.
He got there late, but you do have to like the aggressiveness to go after the block. But that one's going to count.
Now you can tell what the crowd thinks about that call.
Yeah, they erupted as soon as the whistle blew.
Well, this is what he does. Shooting it well, he's scoring a lot of their points, getting them in front.
For Houston, they've gotten 6 of their 12 shots to drop for him here in the second half so far. Burke kicks to Barnes. From outside, off the mark. Minnesota's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Forte defended by Burke. Love outside. Off target with his 3.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys. But as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
And Derek Williams is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Houston making a switch. And the Timberwolves call time.
Boy, he wants to get everybody on the same wavelength, that's for sure. He may change up some things here as well.
Looks to me like he saw something that wasn't on the plan, and pick now is the time to address it. I don't have a problem with that.
Minnesota making a switch. Barnes dishes to Oden. Barnes passes to Burke. Shoots it up. Can't get it to go. So Minnesota will take it the other way. Passes it to Roberson. Timberwolves passing it around. Williams with the ball. Guarded now by Durant. Really left alone that time.
Oh, he's going to keep banging those home if you give him that much space.
And here's Stevenson. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. It's out of bounds to the Rockets as Houston retains possession. Houston making a switch. Marshall. Here's Marshall. Kicks it to Barnes. Shot clock at 6. Nailed from three-point land. Barnes has got his second basket of the night.
Well, I like the way he orchestrated in tight that time, fellas.
Williams kicks to Roberson. Back to Williams. Here's Forte. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Pass to Durant. Some solid defense here from Roberson.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
Back to Williams. There's the three. Shot's good. Williams has got 7 now in this quarter.
This guy will really make you pay if you leave him enough room outside.
Houston's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. A 3 from Barnes and another 3 for Houston.
How about that? They respond to a three-pointer with a quick 3 of their own.
Yeah, terrific. Great back and forth sequence right there.
He feeds it to Dragic and stolen by Barnes. Inside, Marshall with the steal. He kicks to Stevenson. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Stevenson's got his first bucket of the night.
That's kind of his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the defense and finish at the rim.
Got that one up quick.
Boy, he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the defense.
Houston's gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. Gives him the lead pass. Durant, terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
Just seems like they're finding an open lane to the hoop every time down. That's 5 buckets in a row for them in the paint.
Yeah, on the flip side, Steve, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior.
It's hauled in by Kevin Durant.
Boy, but he was close, Kevin, to making the defense pay for lackadaisical coverage there.
Yeah, he had a really good look. I mean, he'll knock that down more often than not.
He got a little room at the rim and laid it in. Great play.
The kick out to Williams. Timberwolves keep it alive.
There's another opportunity, and everything's going right for these guys.
Here's Gale. Here's Dragic. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
He almost got to that shot in time, but not quite. You can't touch the ball once it's on the way down.
Houston with a big group substitution here. Seconds left to play in the third. Houston's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. He only dishes to Stevenson. Burke with it. Shoots a fader. No good on the buzzer beater. The 3 quarters of play off. And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. And an important part of every team's game. And we'll look at the hustle stats for Minnesota.
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shots.
And another area where they've done a great job tonight is forcing the issue defensively and getting some steals.
They've got Roberson. Boy, Hibbert is out there with Spencer Hawes. Then it's Elliott Williams. And it's Nedovic in at the point. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Dishes it to Noah. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
Man, he slams it home and gets a little camera time on the backside of it.
He spent a while up there on the rim.
I'll tell you what, the refs will give you a lot more leeway on that than they used to.
That's good.
Yeah, not just an everyday finish. You put a little pizzazz on that one, guys.
And for Houston, they're shooting the ball really well in this game, 58%. Offensive rebound. And the basket by Brigioni.
Boy, they are just destroying them in the paint.
You could say that again, Steve. The defenders just aren't aggressive enough down low.
That's good. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. He passes to Burke. It's off his leg. And it's whistled a kick. Houston, a whole new 5 on the floor. They get a hand on it. And now the Timberwolves on the break. And the jam by Daryl Williams.
Great job capitalizing on that steal and getting the easy points in transition.
exactly how it should be done after a turnover.
And Derek Williams is going to pick up the foul. That's his third foul of the game. Houston making some changes. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Pass to Howell. Houston moving the ball around. He dishes it to Oakley. The feed to Marshall. 6 on the shot clock. The good-looking shot from the wing. Timberwolves leading by 23. Here's Williams, and that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. Dragic has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Williams with the steal. Oh!
Are you kidding me? That was a power punch.
Right there. Oh, great. He has a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
Yeah,
wow.
that could very well be a contender for Dunk of the Year and perhaps might make its way all over the internet.
I'm with you. I'm with you, Clark. That's a crowd pleaser if I've ever seen one.
Good. The Timberwolves have gone 5 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter on a roll. Gets it to go. And that's now 10 points for Kevin Love.
I thought the defense really kind of slacked off there. He's going to drill those threes when he gets a good look.
That is not a difficult pass. You'd think they could keep it in bounds.
It's a pick by Love. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession.
Where was he going with that pass? That's just an awful turnover.
Rockets have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. Williams comes with the double team. Now the pass to Howell. Feeds it to Marshall. Clock at 6. Tries a 3. The rebound by Kevin Love. Love's got his 4th rebound in this one. Williams attacking. Here's Dragic. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Houston's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Marshall with it, now guarded by Nedovic. Passes it to Howell. Now the dish to Marshall. Leads him in there. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. And here's Love from the arc. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Right now, the defense needs to do a better job of closing out on this guy. He's heating up from outside.
Ogden covered by Hibbert. And the foul goes on Roy Hibbert. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Minnesota calls timeout.
But he looks like he wants to toy around with some of their sets and matchups here.
You know, I don't think you can afford to go through a whole game doing the same thing over and over, and you have to be able to adjust on the fly, just like he's doing here.
And the Timberwolves making a change here.
Dragic. Forte.
Here's Marshall. He passes to Howell. Kicks to Marshall. Just 5 on the clock. Looking to end the run. And the basket good. The Timberwolves have gone 8 of 10 from the field here in the fourth quarter. Really getting it done. Forte defended by Holland. Back to Love. And stolen by Oakley. Here's Holland, and stolen by Hibbert. Here's Forte. That's good.
Yeah, it looks like he's starting to get things going here after that scoreless first half.
Houston's gotten fewer than half of their 3-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Pass pass to Marshall. They set the screen. Into Noah. 6 to shoot. Oakley passes to Marshall. From deep. Rebound, Minnesota. Here's Dragic. That one a little long. For Houston, they've gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Noah with it, guarded now by Kevin Love. And now the Timberwolves on the break. He feeds it to Dragic, and he jams it with authority.
He went to the windmill dump to turn this place on its ear. I love it.
Yeah, this crowd is stunned.
And they should be, Kevin. That was one elaborate finish.
Now, here's Marshall, and it's Kevin Love with the foul. That's his first foul. Knocked loose and out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. Minnesota's gone 2 or 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Puts up a 3. It's hauled in by Oakley. Oakley's got 5 rebounds tonight. Now, here's Marshall. He's guarded closer. Now, here's Hibbert. Noah with the block. Here's Holland. Smooth as silk on the finger roll. He kicks it to Hibbert. Here's Forte. Drains the three-pointer. That gives him the double-double. 11 points and 12 assists. For Houston, they've gone 6 of 11 since the start of the fourth quarter. And it's Kevin Love with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. And the Timberwolves making a change here. And stolen by Hibbert. Here's Batista. Now, here's Marshall, defended by Nedovic. The first one falls. Second free throw, no good.
Well, he cut into the deficit a little bit, but not as much as he could have. One miss can make a difference.
Pass to Roberson. And it's off from three-point range. Houston's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. First one falls for him. That misses, so he splits the free throws. Minnesota's gotten 3 of their 6 three-pointers to fall here in the fourth. Stolen by Noah. Now, here's Marshall. He's guarded by Dragic. 1:07 left in the fourth. 6 on the shot clock. Marshall with it. Now defended by Batista. Another miss by Houston. Here's Roberson. And stolen by Oakley. Ogden defended by Roberson. Defensive foul. The first free throw is good. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. That one misses. The Timberwolves shooting has been just great so far, up at 56%. Good.
They're going to walk out of here with a win and send this crowd home happy.
A very solid performance in a lot of areas for them.
And I think this is going to be too much to overcome, Clark. What do you think?
All the sand in the hourglass is gone, and I agree with you.
Marshall gets the bucket.
Gotta love the finger roll up and over the defense.
Here's Forte. Nice D from Marshall. Rockets have gone 7 of 13 from the field here in the fourth. It's going to be out of bounds. The Rockets will retain possession. There's 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter. It's out of bounds for the Rockets as Houston retains possession.
Super defensive play. I mean, if that pass gets through, it's probably 2 points.
And he knew that. He knew if it gets through, it's a score. So that's why he sold out for it and got a hand on it.
Off with the layup. Here's Gale. Off target with that shot. And the series has been won.
You know, they had to battle through the very tough Western Conference, but they were able to survive the test and earn a trip to the final.
From day one, this was their goal. Make it to the finals. But really, you know, Clark, this is just the beginning for them.
Well, they're going to celebrate tonight, guys, just a little bit. I mean, they have to savor this moment because, as you said, Kevin, it was their goal. But there's a lot of business ahead, and they're going to have to immediately tomorrow prepare for the finals and what lies ahead. But, wow, what a moment for this club tonight.
Still, they get to celebrate tonight, and they've earned it as champions of the West. And that'll wrap it up for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, and the whole 2K crew. Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching the NBA Western Conference Finals presented by 2K Sports. And now we present the Jordan Player of the Game.